said fuck Xbox, fuck all these Xbox, fuck every Xbox their channel. Won't give a damn. It's PlayStation for life. You don't get it? Let's get it. Let's do this. Let's do this, my ponies. Let's go to war. What? Say what? Yeah. I say I double dip on The Last of Us. Woo. Yeah, I double dip on the director's cut. Woo. Double dip on every damn release. Damn right. Yeah, Jim Ryan is my motherfucking boss. The boss. Yo, and we don't care about no layoffs. Yeah, all the shine gonna keep it on the low. Shh. We've been sucking on every damn toe. Yo. Because Sony PlayStation gets the love. Yeah, so all hell Sony, we be your ponies. You can take my wife, you can take my money. I'm obsessed with the God of War. Yeah, all my ponies ready to go to war. Blue PlayStation high, all over my head. Pentimetal PS5, 120 FPS. Blue team is the set, throw it up. I never had sex, I only care about sales. I said what I said. Woo! Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. The love, pony love. Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. The love, pony love. Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. The love, pony love. Yeah. I see you Xbox. I see you playing on Game Pass for free. Nah, man, we don't do that over here. We pay $70 a game. Yeah, you Xbox be broke. You so stupid, so goofy. Fuck you, Demo Flow. Fuck you. Like and subscribe. Yeah, if you wanna see me more on Demo Flow Gaming channel. Fuck this dude, I'ma pop in the shot every time. Yeah, but I'm here to show my pony love. And you with it? Say what? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of the Demo Flow Gaming Show, where I share my passion for gaming and keep you informed of everything that's going on with the Xbox ecosystem, Sony PlayStation, Nintendo, Luna, whatever the hell you play, man. We got you. We talk about all of these topics and more, man. And we're just happy to be here, man. Happy fucking Friday. Let's get it. We got our boy Power Boss in the house. He looks happy as hell. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, we having fun over here.
Yeah, shit. If we were next to each other, we would be popping champagne right now, right? We'll be like having a blast. What's up with Arcadio, bro?
To play and so much fun to be had.
Yeah. What's up with you, Arcadio? How you doing? Glad to have you here. Hey. Man. Another Friday.
My sound is fucking jacked right now.
Oh, what happened?
He's hyped.
Oh, he's hyped. Okay.
Yeah, man. I'm hyped. I'm hyped for the show. I'm hyped for what's going on with the handheld, all that joint, man. Let's kick this off.
Let's get it going, bro. Because I mean, All right, so let's get the show going, guys. Archangel is a little too excited down there, and we're going to definitely be talking about the next generation of Xbox. I know this is like what you guys been waiting for, really, the whole Xbox community. And I gotta say, gamers in general, everybody's excited for this, except for the few ones. But we always get the rotten apples, and the criers and the beggars and all of that. But anyways, before we get started, man, I want to acknowledge you guys. Thank you for coming so much and watching the show live. And for those who watch later and catch the replay, man, hey, man, I appreciate you as well. So since you're here, man, hit the like button, and make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss these type of shows. I upload weekly, and then I also come online here with the homies. I also play games as well, even though I have been slacking in that aspect.
being live playing game because I've been playing a lot of games, but being live because obviously I have a baby, so I can be live every time because
Right, right.
my gaming sessions are not what they used to. I used to be locked in for 6 hours, didn't couldn't get bothered by nothing, right? But now it's every 2 minutes, like, oh, can you get me a diaper? Or he crapping himself. We need to bathing. Oh shit, he's hungry. Can you make milk? And it's like it's teamwork. I can have my lady doing everything and be me being
Of
here and
course.
playing all the time. I have
Yeah.
responsibilities now, but that's
A
besides the
lot of
point,
games,
man.
very little time.
Yeah, yeah, a lot of games. So we got Pablo's in the house, man. As well. Thank you so much, man. Jacob Novik in the building. He's saying, I just need to say, the Donkey Kong Bonanza 17 minutes direct was awesome and fire. Bonanza is definitely, from the words at the end of the trailer, a Super Mario Odyssey prequel. All
I
right,
haven't watched it
interesting.
yet.
I actually watched what they had in the game, and I think it looked good. I spoke yesterday with one of my friends who's a super Nintendo fan. He's like Nintendo, like Harmon Smith sort of, but he's not that dumb. Anyways, I asked him about the game and what he thinks about Donkey Kong. We grew up playing these games actually together and share with like brothers. And he told me, bro, he didn't do shit for me. That's what he said. And and shout out to Gernla. He's the one who said that he didn't do shit for him. That he was just another Nintendo game, and but that he looked good. That he'll probably pick up a Nintendo when they release the what is it, the OLED version. That's what he's
Mm.
waiting for. He's looking for the OLED version. And he also told me maybe he gets pissed off and wait until the end of the generation and pirate a Nintendo Switch 2 and get all the games for free. He can care less about online. So I mean, there you have it. Like a true Nintendo fan saying those, it was kind of heartbroken to hear because he's all over Nintendo. Sometimes I'm hitting him up and I'm like, yeah, today I'm not playing Xbox. Today's I'm a Nintendo today. I'm just all
I've
about the
been hearing
Nintendo.
some heartbreaking things about the Switch 2 as of late.
Yeah, and well, that's
Yeah,
not
it's
to
crazy
say
out there.
yeah, that's not to say that the Nintendo Switch is cool, right? Like regardless, like we all concerned about Nintendo are the crazy, things, the crazy policies, right? And about the price increase on the console and all that. But it's a cool gadget, and
I
people
mean,
are
the
gonna
IPs
buy
are
it.
our childhood,
Yeah, but it's
so
like it's
we don't
it's
want to
it's
see
just
it
a
fail.
it's just a cool thing to have if you got the extra money. I'm just saying, but for people who are gaming in the budget, who are concerned with other things, might not be the right call just yet. Because I do believe that the Nintendo Switch will go on sale at some point. They're gonna, maybe like get 10%, 15% off, something like that. You can get lucky and pick one up. If you got the chance, go ahead, go for it. The only bad thing about Nintendo is that they don't put their games on sale, which is like super annoying. They're still selling games that are 5 years old at full price, and that's a problem, man. But anyways, thank you, Jacob, for coming through. We got another comment by him saying, regardless, can highly recommend the video. I'm done with Nintendo from the background NPC. Apparently, Xbox and PlayStation was both directly asked to join Nintendo's side against World and more cases, but said no. Holy shit! Okay, I didn't know about that. I'm
Yep,
gonna
yep.
have to look into it, bro. Honestly. So yeah, that's that. We got Miguel Diaz. Dímelo, Miguel. What's going on? Weba Pony Soul Friday. I see you, homie. What's going on? Lycos 45 in the building, man. I see you, homie. Thank you so much. Let's get it, man. Jacob Novik, so active in the chat, man. I really appreciate you, man. Always sending me some good info. We got Big B Money in the building as well, man. Thank you, homie. I appreciate you being here. Happy Friday, everybody. Army Xbox. Let's go, bro. Talk that shit. We got Six Layer in the house as well, man. Good to have you around.
Shout out to you,
Uh,
Sick.
Shout out to Sick. We got Illegal Dad. Whew. Okay, that I wouldn't put that as a name right now, but not. I just want the pony salt. Be careful with ice. That's all I gotta say with that name. We got Big Money in the house saying hi to everybody, man. Thank you so much. We got Gaming at 85. Good to see you around, bro. You seen Puerto Rock 77 video? No, I haven't. I
Hell
have
no.
seen him, however. Saying some crazy shit on Twitter, which we're gonna get into it.
Shout out to Crazy Louie.
Yeah, yeah. We got Crazy Lou in the house. No way. Let's go. Xbox International Podcast in the video. That's crazy, Louis. Demo Flow told everyone to call me Veyu. Holy shit. Let's go, bro. I need to learn how to do the rates, because I would love to like rate you guys when you're doing your shit too. And I appreciate the little man. Hey, yo, if you want to jump in, let me know. I sent you a link. It will be a pleasure to have you. It'll be amazing to, chop it up with you, man. Hang out, man. I've been really good, man. Just playing a bunch of games, having a great time. How you been? Let me know. I'm there in the shot. Couldn't catch your show today, or bro, or this week. I've been going crazy today. Woke up. I just texted my lady because I didn't even text her because I was going crazy, getting a haircut, trying to look sharp for you here on screen and all that. And it was just like madness in the morning. We got Ray the judge, man, in the house. Thank you for the two, homie. He say, Army Xbox is king of gaming. Let's go. I talk that shit, Ray. I got you, man. Hey, if you want to jump in, if you're free, you already know. I'll send you a link, bro. Anytime. You guys are always welcome to the house, man. Hey, big morning in the house. I see you guys, man. So happy to be here. But it's time to get into our first topic. And I do want to open up with this right here. Hold on. Give me a second, because I uploaded a video. I want to play the beginning of the video. We're going to talk about it a little bit.
Watch Sarabon first.
Actually, let's start with this, and then we do Zarabon. Okay. Let's do it like this. Hold on 1 second, because yeah, I got one thing ready, but then I forgot that I had some crazy shit here. The Sony PlayStation fanboys I've been saying, so I kind of want to start the thing with it. You know what I'm saying? So let's get it. Let's get it, because we are in it. Okay, hold on.
We in it to win it, that's for sure.
Yeah. What the fuck? Hold on. I'm sharing this, but it's not showing up here in the. Oh, here it is. Okay, I don't know. For some reason, Stranger was bugging. But here we got the Dreamcast guy. He has something to say about Xbox this year, bro. Let's take a look.
It has been a very brutal year for Xbox.
This company is just like, Xbox is dead. I'll just get into the video. It's dead. Xbox is dead. There's nothing.
1 week later.
I am thrilled to share we've established a strategic multi-year partnership with AMD to co-engineer silicon across a portfolio of devices, including our next generation Xbox consoles, in your living room and in your hands.
Let's go.
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
If you're a PlayStation fan, you want games, and we're gonna get. I know, we're gonna get the great games. I know.
We're focused on consistently delivering at least one tentpole title per year.
Not like this.
Too late.
Damn.
This is amongst the strongest runs of games in the history of the console, actually. And the only reason people don't give a shit in some of the parts of the core is because it doesn't come from Sony Studios.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Listen. So there you have it, guys. That was a couple of, episodes ago from the Dreamcast guy. He was saying that Xbox had a difficult year. And I was like, what? A difficult year. They're about to release 12 first-party titles this year alone. That's literally like more than Sony PlayStation has done the whole generation. I'm talking about first party. This is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
And their third party.
Yeah. But they're crazy, and that's what they gotta say, right? Sony PlayStation fanboys, they've been tripping though. They've been tripping. They've been going crazy. They've been resorting back to lying, right, and promoting false information. Like saying shit that is not true, like lying about Final Fantasy sales, right? Like. We're going to get into it later. But for now, let's get going with the Xbox Next Gen topic that we're about to cover. And we're going to explain and break down to you what everything here means so that we can get rid of all the bullshit that's going around. And we're going to keep it real, okay? So I want to begin this by saying that it's time to move on, right? We want gaming to keep moving on, to keep moving forward and innovating. All right. That being said, let's get it going.
At Xbox, our vision is for you to play the games you want with the people you want, anywhere you want. That's why we're investing in our next generation hardware lineup across console, handheld, PC, cloud, and accessories. I am thrilled to share we've established a strategic multi-year partnership with AMD to co-engineer silicon across a portfolio of devices, including our next generation Xbox consoles, in your living room and in your hands. Together with AMD, we are advancing the state of art in gaming silicon to deliver the next generation of graphics innovation, to unlock a deeper level of visual quality, and immersive gameplay and player experiences enhanced with the power of AI, all while maintaining compatibility with your existing library of Xbox games. This is all about building you a gaming platform that's always with you, so you can play the games you want across devices anywhere you want, delivering you an Xbox experience not locked to a single store or tied to one device. That's why we're working closely with the Windows team to ensure that Windows is the #1 platform for gaming. The next generation of Xbox is coming to life, and this is just the beginning. We can't wait to show you what's next.
All right. Let's break this down. A lot to take in. There's a couple of things in here that Sony PlayStation fanboys turn into something else, right? And let's start by saying that she said in one part of the video that this new generation of Xbox is not gonna be locked to one store, right? So what does that mean, right? If we go back into the video, she say not locked into one store. Sony PlayStation fanboys already are saying that, I don't know, Xbox store or something is gonna be on PlayStation. I don't know how they came out, because I mean this video is literally about Xbox. They don't mention PlayStation here. They don't mention nothing else. It's about Windows and Xbox coming together and becoming sort of like the same thing, right? So I think this is what the advancement is because, right, they are merging Windows with Xbox to make Windows, right? Windows is like they're powerful, like literally, like they got the most users. For like everybody on Steam, for the most part, I would say 95% of the people who play on Steam, Epic, or play video games in computers and PC in general, they use Windows. Like, there's only a few people out there who be like, oh shit, I don't want to pay for Windows, I use Linux. Okay, fine, that's cool. They can definitely do that. But the reality is that the standard way of playing games is with Windows, right? Is that clear, guys? Like, I don't know how to explain that to you.
I've seen everything from PlayStation is going to be the dominant because nobody likes Windows and PlayStation runs on Linux. I've seen people saying that they're trying to push everybody off of Xbox console and ecosystem and just be a PC gamer instead. I've seen everybody saying that they're going to try to block all the games from any Xbox device, which we know they can't do. I've seen a myriad of things that they're going off about, saying that Xbox is dead, leaving the hardware console. She just told you right there is a new console.
Yeah, but they didn't hear that. They didn't hear that part, obviously. Okay, so one of the the way she say it, right? It could create a little bit of controversy. Let's keep it real, because it could have been more clear. But they also want to be cryptic, right? To generate this conversations, hype. This is like free marketing that they're getting by us talking here about these topics. Not only that, you're getting the marketing from the Sony PlayStation dudes as well, who are not, even interested in this, and they never will. We know these guys don't care about Xbox, bro. So why are they so concerned about this? Okay, it's been said, and she said right there, this Xbox will have multiple storefronts. Okay, they literally find the way of screwing over Sony PlayStation by merging Windows with Xbox. That's the actual way that they can do this. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but possibly the main reason why I bought an Xbox 360, it was because it was the closest thing to a PC at the moment, and it was affordable. And it had great features, and it also had the games, right? So I was an Xbox 360. Xbox One, a lot of people really talk down about the Xbox One, but I got into it because it was the same thing, the closest thing you get to a PC. We came with a browser, You know, for God's sakes, that's something that I was like, oh shit, I don't need to get a whole PC. I can just use my Xbox to do shit that I need to do online, and that's why I got it. One of the reasons, besides playing games. Then the Xbox Series X, they continue to improve Windows on Xbox by what? Adding mouse and keyboard support to this generation, which is something that
and the Xbox One and the PS4 both had that compatibility built into it.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, they continue to improve mouse and keyboard, right? Implement that into the Xbox so that people can get used to it. And also people who are more comfortable playing on mouse and keyboard can go ahead and, transition to a games they love to play from PC to Xbox with the mouse and keyboard, right? I know a lot of you console heads don't like mouse and keyboard, but I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all gotta try it, because you don't know it until you try it, because it does feel good for certain games, right? For certain games, like I would say, like Power World is a game that mouse and keyboard is like essential, my opinion, for building.
I like controller.
You like controller better than Power World? Games like Dune, like
I actually like keyboard and mouse for that one.
Yeah, so I'm saying it just depends. Some games I like to play with a controller. Some games I like to play with the mouse and keyboard. But the thing is that they've been improving Windows, and now they're closer to merging both of this, together, Xbox and Windows. And Phil Spencer said it, that he was happy seeing both Windows and Xbox working so closely together. So this is what we're getting. We're getting literally the baby from Xbox and Windows. And this is a new operating system that is going to make everything, PC-like, with the PC parts and PC performance and PC visuals and everything. But
let's not forget also
the accessibility that consoles offer. So that's,
and let's also not forget that this new UI that's rolling out with the Xbox Ally is going to be rolled over to the latest ROG Allies. It's going to be in the next gen Xbox console, and they could possibly roll it out to Windows 11 itself too.
Right. So the whole point is to make PC gaming more accessible. And this is not by turning you into a PC gamer, because if you want to be a PC gamer, by this time you would already been a PC gamer. You would already gotten a PC. But they understand there's people out there, there's a market, console market, that are interested in what PC has to offer. And that's not only the games and performance, but that's also the accessibility to other stores, to other places, right? And they trying to do this, man. Like, give you a PC literally that runs like a fucking Xbox, that you don't have to use desktop for nothing unless you want to. Because I do believe they should offer both options, because I do like the Xbox thing, but I also like to use the PC to a full potential, meaning that, okay, I do have a gaming PC. It would be nice if I had the Xbox app running all my games, and I just go ahead and click and play, which is what I do anyways. I mean, in case you haven't noticed, PC is not as hard as people tell you. You just click on the game and you play. You don't gotta do shit. I mean, if you want to mess around with settings and get screen teared and all that bullshit, that's on you, because you decided to fuck around. But I'm gonna tell you this, man. This is awesome, because open the doors for people, right, to experience what having a PC without the PC concerns that people have feels like. And this will open the doors for Steam, for Epic Games. This open the door for a bunch of freaking games that are not on console. This open the doors for a bunch of old games that are not playable on console, but they are on PC, because let me tell you, bro, everything is on the PC. So all you Sony PlayStation fanboys saying that this Xbox is not going to play anything, it's not going to play this and that because it's closer to a PC, y'all talking shit. Y'all talking shit. Y'all fucking talking shit. This is disgusting, bro. Look, hey, don't hate on it. Like, okay? And I know humans, we tend to fear what we don't understand. This is like literally like one of our reflexes, right? But there's no reason why you should be fearing this. This is progress. This is like getting you closer to, the best place to play without the concerns that PC brings you, like updating drivers and all that bullshit, which you can do easily as well. It's not that complicated. People make it out, that's besides the point. But what I'm trying to say is like, okay, we might lose in the process a few older games that may not be playable. Okay, that's what I say. We might. Okay, but we gain Epic Game Store. We gain Steam, we gain Battle.net, we gain all that shit. We gain access
GOG.
like Warcraft, right? Like that are
I'm hype
coming to
about
Game
that.
Pass. I've seen it around. I think it's coming to Game Pass, the Warcraft or something like
It's
that.
on PC Ultimate, yeah.
It's on PC Ultimate. It's coming
The
this month. I
3
think.
original RTS games for Warcraft, yeah.
I think so. So it'll get you closer to those games without the worries about this is a PC and I have to go crazy with it. Now the good thing about it is that the way, like Powerball said, they could add this to Windows into the actual PC. So I mean, imagine how many people are going to be using this. Because
Hey, Demo, what did I say a couple weeks back? What does Xbox do great on day and date releases on PC?
Yep.
They've introduced cross save, cross progression, and cross play.
I
What did I say they were doing? What
Yep.
was that final thing I said they were going to do?
No, I don't remember.
They're going to institute cross buy, meaning
Yeah.
you buy it once and you have it everywhere.
Yeah, that's what they do in Xbox Play Everywhere. And now, okay, people, the other question that rises is like, why in the fuck are you going to use the Windows Store when you have Steam, right? So that's supposedly better.
Prices.
Right. Steam is good. It's amazing. I'm super happy with Steam, but sometimes some games are cheaper on Xbox. You know what I mean? Let's keep it real. Sometimes they're cheaper on some CD keys. Sometimes they're cheaper on Steam, right? It just depends. Now, the other thing that Xbox offers you is Xbox Play Everywhere, which is like exclusive to them, meaning that if you buy something in the Windows Store and it's Xbox, you know, you get to play this game everywhere. And that's the amazing thing that I think that's one of the better incentive, right? Because you may end up paying a little bit more for a game, but you get to access it everywhere instead of double dipping and having to buy this game in multiple storefronts. So, I mean, that's just crazy. But I kind of want to see. Well, first of all, let me go and jump into this tweet because I thought this one was hilarious, and this is what this dude was saying, bro. Check this out, bro. This is some crazy shit. And you can see how misinformed these guys can be, dog. I've never
What's up,
seen
Cassie?
shit like this. Shout out to Cassie. Go ahead and check it out, man. She does some crazy streams. I really have a lot of fun hanging out with her and her community. Super cool people, super fun to be around them, man. Go ahead and give them a follow. Check them out. She goes live, I think, every day, right? Like around 8 or something. And
She goes live a lot.
She goes live a lot. She's alive. Let's just say that. She's alive. Okay, so what the fuck is this tweet, bro? Because I did goddamn, give me a second because this tweet is kind of important because this is a Sony PlayStation fanboy asking a bunch of questions about here you go. I found it. Asking a bunch of questions about Xbox, and it's just so funny to me that the questions is wild. Okay, so shout out to Kofi here. Don't know him too much, but he did posted this, and I thought it was curious, and I wanted to discuss here because he asked a bunch of questions that we already knew, but it's funny, so let's do it. It say, if the next Xbox is an open platform, pretty much a PC running Windows, is Xbox Game Pass Core required to play online if you purchase a game via Steam or Epic? Now, this is one of the good questions that he's asking, and I have this question as well, right? But maybe they I would say they will probably put this behind Xbox Game Pass as something that you have to use with Xbox Game Pass. I don't know. It'll be amazing, and this is what I want. I wanted to get rid of paying for online. I want that shit to be gone. It's irrelevant. Nobody needs that shit. It prevents people from accessing games that they are essentially free to play and games that they own that they don't need to be paying for online because they already pay for the product. So it's kind of dumb. Okay, so I do hope
I will
that they
say
get
between
rid of
Xbox and PlayStation, whichever one does it first, their service is going to skyrocket.
I
The other
think
one's
so.
going to follow soon.
I think so. I think Xbox should be the one. Since they're going with the Windows PC
I
Xbox
agree.
route, they should be. If they don't, we're gonna have to criticize them, right? And this is it. We're gonna keep it real because this is the shit that we want, shit that benefit us gamers. Okay, so he has another question here. This one was even more curious. He said, how do you plan to make money from game sales? Look, this question right here, I don't give a fuck right?
We're the
Literally,
consumers.
everybody
We don't give a
repeat
shit.
after me. We don't give a fuck how they make their money because we know they will. This is Microsoft we're talking
not
about. They're
pocket
not
watching.
stupid. They're not stupid. Also, I don't care because I'm here to play games, not to control what sells or what now was popular. Like, I don't give a shit about what you play, bro. You know, this is so dumb. This is the dumbest fucking question he asked, honestly.
That's their business, not ours.
Right, exactly. And this is like you asking questions from like as if you were an investor, right? But you're not. You're just a gamer. Stop being dumb. This is it. This is dumb. Literally dumbass question. Okay, now will games just be the PC versions? Nobody gives a fuck. I do have an Xbox and a PC right next to each other. There's literally no fucking difference between the versions, except that PC has more fucking, you know, settings, more stuff that you can fuck with, mess around, move
That's
around.
not entirely true. There are differences between PC and Xbox console, but very, very little differences.
Very, very little. It's almost like you can tell, bro. You will have to fucking
moving
like
forward, that's not going to matter. Also, if they're doing what they're saying they're going to do.
If they say that they're gonna do, that's not gonna matter because it will have PC parts, so it will frequently run the PC versions of the game. And who gives a shit? As long as it works well, as long as the game plays, as long as it's like running from inside the hardware, I don't think nobody gives a shit about this. This is another dumb question, in my opinion. Okay. Now, will there be a desktop mode, and how would you combat piracy? Another stupid ass question that is not our problem. At least the second one. There will be a desktop mode. We don't know.
Right. We don't have it.
Might not happen. We don't know.
Have to ask somebody like Destin.
Right. And the thing is, like, I would love for it to have it because I was just saying earlier that it would be nice to use the all the potential that the computer has to offer. Right.
And let's not forget that when they said they came out with this new Xbox UI, that it frees up about 2 gigs of RAM on the memory. So potentially, if they do roll this out onto Windows, it's very easy that it can be a desktop mode. Now, for the console and the handheld, probably not. But are you going to really need it? Because you can just connect it to your PC and make changes that way.
Yeah, I thought that people didn't want that shit in the console. So why are we even asking this question? So, and also is like the other question, which I mean is fair. How much would the console
going to happen?
Yeah, piracy is bro. The Nintendo Switch got pirated like crazy. My homeboy got one. You know, my homeboy got one. I guess that's why it's easier for him to be a Nintendo fan because he didn't have to buy the games, right? It's so easy. Well, fuck it, pick it up. That's it. This new Nintendo Switch is already been broken. We'll be seeing hacked. Now you cannot connect it online. That's fine. The PlayStation 5 is being hacked before. It's hacked already. The one that they can break is the Xbox console. They haven't been able to hack it yet.
And they don't need to because of dev mode.
Yeah, you got dev mode and you also get Game Pass and shit. So who needs to go ahead and go the extra mile to do something like hacking your console where you don't? I mean, you don't. It's not really that hard to get Game Pass, or you know what I mean. It's not that hard. So, okay. So how much will the console cost? Because the console business is about making money from software sales and subscription. Would they take a loss on the hardware when there's options to purchase software elsewhere? Most expensive Xbox, like. Yeah, bro, we get up the price. I mean, we have to see. Maybe they have another option, like a $500, $600 option.
The only thing that we know of is that Phil Spencer said he doesn't want to see $1,000 plus consoles. That's the only thing we have to go off of.
Right, but it could happen because that's what shit is. That's what shit is right now. Phil Spencer said that a long time ago, I guess, and now we're seeing, you know, like consoles being super expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And hardware in general, so it can happen. Now it's up to you to decide. Like you want, you want what's new, or you want to stick to the old stuff, and you don't want to move on. And I hope that they do make it affordable. They did with the Xbox Series X. Remember, they had even payment plans and shit that you could take.
Talking with Chaos Lounge in Paris yesterday on his channel.
Mm-hmm.
They think, this isn't gospel, this isn't for sure, but they think that the handheld is going to be the quote-unquote Series S version of these multiple SKUs, and they're only going to have one console that they learned from the mistake of the Series generation, and they're only going to put out one console.
Right, makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense.
That makes sense.
But I'm not a grain of salt one way or the other.
Right, but I'm not mad if they come over here with a budget option, But
I still think they're going to make it like the Switch 2 and have it the handheld dockable into the console itself.
I mean, this ROG Ally is not dockable, but you can literally get a fucking HDMI cable and just hook it up. I mean,
Yeah, it has external dock stations.
yeah.
Some of them are more pricey than others.
Yeah, but it works the same way as a Nintendo Switch. Well, maybe even better.
Now,
Okay,
I like
now,
that last question.
yeah. So now we get that last dumbass question here, and it say, "Will accessories such as controllers from other brands be compatible?" I mean, last time I checked, every controller you put on the PC works for the most part. If they, I mean, I know PlayStation controllers work. I know AB Duck controllers do. For the most part, the accessibility is always like, is this controller is compatible with PlayStation and PC or Xbox and PC. The PC is never excluded from this. From my understanding and my experience buying controllers and shit, which I have over 30 fucking years of experience buying controllers. So yeah, everything fucking works on the PC, bro. Fighting sticks, like rigs, racing game rigs, all of that. So like the what is it, like the flight simulator shit, all of that shit works on the PC. So I don't know where this question comes. And this says genuine questions. No, this ain't no genuine questions, bro. This is shit that we already knew. This is dumbass questions that consumers shouldn't be asking. I get it. There's a couple of ones that I can agree with, like the price is gonna have desktop, things like that. Yeah, but like, how are you gonna combat piracy? Like, what type of simp are you, bro? What type of corporate slave? Like, this is so dumbass shit. Like, nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit about that, man. Like, honestly, that's their concern. So
I mean, some of the questions are good, but at the same time, there's some things that don't need to be asked because it's not our problem.
Exactly, like how much money are they gonna make? So now we're gonna play what's her name, Lisa Zhu, right? She's the AMD CEO and she's badass, bro. She's crazy, and we're gonna listen to what you gotta say.
This is the more important video.
I think so. But let's play it right now, and we're going to discuss. And don't worry about the chat. I can't see you right now because I'm running the thing. But I'll get to you, and then we're gonna see what you think as well. Okay?
I'm keeping up on them. But yeah, put your thoughts in.
Yeah. Put your thoughts in there. We're gonna get through it. Let's get it.
AMD and Microsoft are advancing a bold shared vision for the future of gaming, one that enables seamless gameplay across any screen, placing gamers at the center of the experience anywhere. We're so excited to be deepening our relationship with Microsoft and build on the over 2 decades of partnership, innovation, and trust. From the earliest days of the Xbox 360 to the most advanced consoles such as the Xbox Series X and S, and the recently announced ROG Xbox Ally handhelds. Moving forward, AMD will go beyond building custom chips for Xbox.
Okay, so right there, right? This is one of the parts that is funny because I've seen a lot of people saying, like, I think it was Put a Rock and I think it was Woolly Gamer, saying that they weren't going to make any more custom chips for Xbox. And I mean, she didn't say no. She used the word beyond. I'm going to put it back.
Ally handhelds. Moving forward, AMD will go beyond building custom chips for Xbox consoles to designing a full roadmap of gaming optimized chips.
Okay, a full roadmap. It will go beyond optimizing these CPUs to a full roadmap, meaning that they have a plan ahead on how to optimize these CPUs for gaming, right? So, I mean, doesn't that sound like custom gaming chips?
No,
it sounds better.
It sounds even better, right? Because it sounds like PC fucking CPUs, which is like the one thing that consoles don't really have right now is
which is a
good
shared
CPU.
APU GPU.
Which is why we can
here's
barely.
the thing that gets me.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that gets me about the Porter Rocks and crap gamers out there and stuff like that. All of y'all was there in 2016 when Phil Spencer explained how this was gonna work. We don't gotta worry about this programming games to the metal of consoles nonsense no more. They're Windows developers now, and now Xbox, quote unquote, as we know it, is essentially an integrated Windows feature with gaming focused settings. When you get into the operating system, you're getting your Xbox experience. So when a developer is thinking about making a game, they're just thinking making a Windows game, and Xbox and Windows are essentially the same shit now. So it's like all this stuff that everybody's arguing about with the chipset, there's no reason for like custom chips or whatever like that. They can go past that, and I think that's what she means by, you know, going beyond custom console hardware. Because, you know, when you think about, you know, the old way they did things, it's a little bit limited compared probably to what they have in mind coming up in the future.
Yep.
I think it's also more important to note that by doing away with custom APU chips and just doing straight CPU and GPUs from regular PC parts, which is what all the ponies are claiming, I don't think they realize exactly how detrimental that's going to be to PlayStation, who are not only still using Linux, but still using custom chips where, sure, the games on PlayStation are going to run just fine, and ports to Windows and the Xbox consoles and even the Switch is going to be gimped because it may not run better. It's going to run best on the PlayStation because they're designed for the PlayStation, but that's a Linux system. Whereas if you're developing for Windows and you're developing for Xbox or one or the other or both, you're not going to have to do 3 different SKUs, one for PC, one for Xbox Series X, and one for Series S. You're just making literally a Windows edition that you're then just going to have seamlessly across all of them because it's going to be hands down easily made, which means if you have an Xbox that is at least equivalent of a Series X, you're going to already be able to run everything that's going to be coming out from the next generation Xbox, even if you don't get the hardware. You're already going to have everything that you need except for maybe the RAM, because even the handheld, the Ally X, the Xbox Ally X, has more RAM than most PCs have at 16. Mine is only 16. I got 2 RAM sticks sitting right here, but they were bad, so I got to get new ones.
Yep.
But that's 32 gigs of RAM.
Oh,
and this has 24 on the handheld. What do you think they're going to use those 24 gigs for?
I don't know, bro. For path
This
tracing.
This whole thing with like the pipe dream of Xbox going away, it goes all the way back to the PS2 days. There's like this weird obsession where if Xbox goes bye-bye, that all of a sudden all these developers are going to give them like a second coming of the PS2 generation. It's not happening. It's over. That's gone.
And let's also not forget, Archangel, that what was the biggest thing that the PlayStation fanboys were touting? Console sales, right? The 75 million. Devs are skipping the Xbox because the market share is all through the PlayStation because Xbox has sold less than half the consoles. Well, now with this Steam integration and putting everything on day and date, the market share is now on Steam, which is 1.8 billion PC gamers, which dwarfs console across all 3 platforms.
Yep.
Switch,
Easily.
PlayStation, and Xbox. So if you're looking for the different gamers, PC is where it's at.
Yep.
So developers, now that they only have to develop one version, then why are they going to go to PlayStation where they have to develop 2? Because they're going to want that market share of the larger audience. And if PlayStation ain't doing day and date, they're going to start skipping PlayStation. There's already been developers that have come out and said that they're skipping the PlayStation development because PlayStation wanted to have a money hat bag for exclusivity.
Yep. Like Crimson Desert, which is the game that y'all should be playing and buying instead of Final Fantasy. Go support those devs. Those are people, right? And I'm going to say it right here, who deserve your support, right? Because they said, look, screw that back. We want everybody to play our game, bro. And you got to respect it. You got to put some respect into it, because, I mean, that's actually cool, bro. We're going to get to play that game because they say no. Otherwise, would have been a Wukong Final Fantasy situation. And then
people like Archangel, who are still playing on the Xbox One, can cloud stream every new game. Every new game.
Future proof. Yeah.
So
and it's
there's no missing out. There's no FOMO. So the hardware, if it doesn't sell, doesn't matter.
It's straight up. If it doesn't sell, it doesn't matter because, I mean, it's out there. It's already been sold. It is out there.
One thing that was brought up, and that was a question that was on Kofi's tweet, is what's the price going to be? It's going to be expensive as a quote-unquote premium product, but look at what you're getting for it. But on top of that, when it comes to a premium product, it's going to be expensive, probably $900, $950 out the get-go. But that means that they're not going to sell it at a loss. that it's still going to be able to play all the latest and greatest. And they've also confirmed in this very video, as we get to it, that backwards compatibility is coming. Not only to the next console, but also to PC.
Yes, sir.
Jewel said it right there. Future proof in the comments.
Future proof. I think everything is coming full circle for Xbox. And well, we gotta continue with the video. Let's finish this. We'll get into the rest of the shit. But she has something else to say. Let's put it back a little bit here.
Yep.
I love how she called it the ROG Xbox Ally.
Sorry, I'm getting hyped and excited and jumping ahead of myself.
No, you're good, Power Boss. Thank you so much for jumping in, bro. Thank you so much. I mean, this is how we do it, man. That whenever you have something to say, you gotta go ahead and say it,
before
bro.
we continue, I have one last thing to say real quick. People are saying that the handheld is a niche product, right? As a niche product between the PlayStation Portal. Okay, that's a niche product. It sold what, 2 million? Something like that. And the Xbox, or not the Xbox, the ROG Allies that are currently out only sold about 445,000. And across all handhelds, Legion Go, MSI Claw, all of them sold about 6 million total.
Right.
Okay, over the years that it's out. Now, here's the kicker, though. Those handhelds that are out now are only available from one location each. They are not mass marketed. If you want to get the 3 different versions of the Steam Deck, you can only get it from the Steam Deck website. There's no third-party off-brand to purchase from. And 2 of them, the 2 higher ones, are sold out 9 times out of 10. They don't make them that fast or that often. This, the ROG Ally Xbox, is going to be mass marketed through regular channels because of Xbox's marketing reach. So while I don't think it's going to sell huge numbers like 10 million plus, I do think because of the mass marketing appeal and everything that these are promising, if they stick to it and do it right, that even with the prices, these 2 handhelds from the Xbox Ally are probably going to sell at least 2 to 3 million easy.
Yeah, and that's not bad though. That's about the same
absolutely
shit
not.
about the same that Final Fantasy 16 sold on PlayStation. So that's pretty good. I mean, that's a success, right? Supposedly. So shout out to Ray. I already read that one, but we got Code Classic Cage here with the super sticker. Thank you so much. Like I said, go follow her. She had crazy ass streams. And we just have fun. Her community is extremely dope. So go ahead and check it out. She's so cool. Yeah, man, let's keep going with the freaking video, man. Let's get it.
Let's.
Xbox Ally handhelds. Moving forward, AMD will go beyond building custom chips for Xbox consoles to designing a full roadmap of gaming optimized chips combining the power of Ryzen and Radeon for consoles, handhelds, PCs, and the cloud. And we're doing it all with backwards compatibility so gamers can access their favorite titles across platforms, delivering on a promise to both gamers and developers. Together, we are building a vibrant open ecosystem that delivers the next generation of graphics and immersive gameplay powered by AI that includes new foundational models to accelerate the state-of-the-art in rendering. From console to cloud to handheld, AMD and Microsoft are building the future of immersive gaming. We are so excited to be working with Microsoft to bring all of this tech to gamers everywhere.
Okay.
So my last thoughts on the end of that is Project Amethyst from PlayStation with the Pisser technology is also developed with AI technology upscaling. Okay. And I fully expect that this is Microsoft's version of doing the same collab because the Project Amethyst is open for anybody to use. Mark Cerny himself said it. Now, we're not going to get PSSR. We're going to get Microsoft and Xbox's version of it. Obviously, it's going to be labeled something different, but she's proving to you right here that, hey, they are taking that knowledge and they're giving it to you in their own way.
All right.
The AI is the only thing I'm not liking about the whole thing, but we'll see how it goes.
Well, the ROG Ally, you don't like it?
No, the AI.
Oh, the AI? Well, yeah. I mean, AI is DLSS is AI, literally, like, an scaling technique.
I don't like the idea of fake frames.
No, I don't like the idea either, but think about it. It could, it could help some games out. Some games, that release possibly with performance issues and stuff like that. They could lean a little bit on that until they get everything sorted and sort of give you a playable experience in the meantime. So I
Yes.
think AI shouldn't be like the definitive thing that they should, that a game should follow or the game should be, but I think it could help. And in many other ways that we don't know about, because I mean, Satya Nadella said it. They innovating in all of this AI. And look, here AMD is telling you this is possible because of Microsoft. They're telling you this is possible because Microsoft. They offering you an open ecosystem. So now you want freedom
Hold on,
as a
wait. There's one
gamer.
thing. There's
Yeah,
one
go
thing
ahead.
we're forgetting. Dev kit mode and AI together. We don't know what that's gonna look like. That might be insane on an
Yeah.
Xbox platform. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be that you could speak into, maybe someday your Xbox and start creating content that way.
Yep. I don't know, bro. The whole thing seems crazy, but I do like the fact that she mentioned an open ecosystem, meaning that you're gonna have a freedom to pick and choose what device you are going to utilize to play these games. And I think this is awesome because you're not forced to buy the new Xbox. But maybe the new Xbox
Right.
is $1,000, and maybe that's too much for you. And you were like, you know what, that Windows OS the new one that they're working on is also on PC. So I might as well drop an extra $1,000 or 1,500 and get me a powerful PC and play these games the way it was intended, and then I get to switch back and forth. Now, the console is more like a budget option, but let's keep it real. Prices are going up. I go to the market every week and I see X being super expensive. I remember like 60X for $5, bro. Like I'm talking about that was like before the pandemic. I used to go to Walmart and get like 60X, like a big carton of X for like $5, $10, 60X. Now a fucking egg is like $3 each or something, like $4 each. I don't know. It's crazy. It's become as expensive as a freaking lobster to eat eggs right now. But what I'm trying to say is that, that it just the prices are gonna go up, bro. It's up to you. Now they give you the choice. Now it might be too much for you. You can get a Steam Deck, and play your games on a Steam Deck. You can get a roguelite that is the least expensive and dock it into your. Maybe they upgrade the current Xbox so that you can utilize these OS as well.
I'm
And
wondering if the current Series S and Series X are going to get some sort of a UI update because of all
Yep.
this as well.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And the fact is that Windows is an updatable, right, operating system. So you got Windows 11, you got many versions of it, and every time they added new things. For example, now when you have your when you're playing games, you can open a small window right to your game. Now, as the new other features that they added, you press Windows, I think Windows G or something, and
Yeah.
it opens
The game
a small little window right in the game. Like if you're looking for something, maybe a puzzle or a part of the game that you stock or something, you can go ahead and search it. Maybe you're looking for the build and you want to do it right next to each other.
Yeah, the AI Copilot
yeah,
system.
and it's just like they keep improving and improving. So now my thing with Windows is like, how far can they take Windows and how far they can push it to be more accessible to people, right? So my
I
opinion,
don't
they
think
should
there's
go.
a limit to that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
Imagination.
the thing is that I'm expecting them to have a dual operating system that you can go back and forth, gaming mode, and you have desktop mode, and I think that should be the way that should go.
The quote unquote gaming mode for the Xbox UI is going to be replacing the PC Game Pass the way it is currently, and it's going to be this new Xbox UI, and it's going to be just like Steam Big Picture mode.
Yeah, I hope it's not like just like Steam Big Picture mode, because I actually hate it. I can't stand it. Every time my shit goes into Big Picture, I lose my mind. I was like, because in Big Picture mode, it's not bad, but it's just like you cannot see as much. Okay, when I have the regular Steam thing, I could see a list of games, right? But when you got Big Picture mode, you have like pictures all over. Like I don't need to see the picture. I need to see the name. But anyways, man, let's see what chat is thinking about this. What are the thoughts? I see Jewel in the house. Good to have you back in here. Thank you for coming through. She says Xbox's future is certainly more bright than PlayStation. That's for sure. Look at that. We got BB Money in the building saying Xbox is king, girl. Xbox making it better now. That's right, bro. We got E-Ranks in the building. What's going on, player? Good to have you around as usual. Cena in the house. There you go. We got female princess in the building, bro. Let's go. Let's get it. We got hold on. Let me see. Jacob Novik in the house with a question. Demoflow Gaming, did you hear the MPG's voice lowered and sounded like he almost was going to cry in Gara's new video covering first party PlayStation first party game 2025 games versus Sahara Desert dry time for PlayStation?
Yeah, I watched Gara's video.
That. Hey, if you have that clip, send it to me. I'll play it here right now, and we see him, crying. We can put the tears in a ninja. Right in a ninja, it make a milkshake. Holy shit! We got Extreme D. That thumbnail, man. Thank you so much. Somebody acknowledged that thumbnail. I actually worked hard at it up until like 2-3 a.m. This morning, trying to get the graphics right, nice. So you guys have some fun too, right? Because that's a fun way to celebrate, right? The show, right? To do the graphics and do the crazy thumbnails so people come through and we get crazy. We got Illegal Dad in the house. It's not hard to do back compatibility with PC. They're already using a similar system to the Steam Deck to it on the Series console. Yeah, that's been done a long time. In fact, I play a bunch of older games in PC that are not available to play via backwards compatibility on Xbox. And well, in PlayStation, you know how it is. They don't have backwards compatibility. So I don't really get what the Sony PlayStation fanboys ask this question when 2025 and the PlayStation 5 can't play no PS3 games, bro. Like, stop it. Like, nobody gives a shit about what Sony PlayStation got to say, bro. Sony PlayStation fanboys. We got Day Reese in the building, bro, saying hi. Good to have you around again, bro. Day Reese in the building. Let's get it, bro. Awesome. An older god from the channels being around with us for a long time, an active member of the community, bro. Shout out to him. It was cool to have you around. Illegal Dad with another question: does World of Warcraft still require its own subscription, or can you use PC Game Pass? Well, they got a Warcraft. I think they got like 3 installments, right, of Warcraft coming to Game Pass this month, and I don't know anything about it. I have to look into it. I never play Warcraft. I know. A lot of people have been telling me you should go ahead and jump, but I don't really got time to keep up with those games, bro. That game is literally you have to play from when it started. Like, that's how it goes. You have to play from when it started. We got hold on. We got Lycos45 saying, I just want my Xbox game on console. Top B on my PC too. I really hope that happens. Yeah, there you go. That's gonna happen, bro. It's happening. It's happening. We got DJ Danergy, man. Xbox will have a Steam for sure. Yep. That's another thing. I don't. The other thing that's pretty underrated about next generation is the inclusion of Steam and Epic Games and GOG and CD keys and all that in consoles. I think that's where the big improvement is, because this generation of console, I think, is going to be more focused on accessibility and being an open ecosystem more than anything, right? This last generation was more based on like, oh, we're getting 120 FPS. Never happened. We're still playing games at 30 FPS. There's still games out there releasing at 30 FPS, like, Savage Planet. What was it? That game just came out. Tests were complaining that the game weren't doing good. And why was that? Because your game is 30 FPS, bro. Get it right. A lot of people don't want to play no 30 FPS games anymore. We got more comments down here. Let me see, because it's a lot of you guys, bro. We got Racer Ultra in the house, man. Good to see you around. Fillmore Pockets in the building saying no one is taking a loss on consoles anymore. Look at that PlayStation 5 Pro price and Switch 2 price. That's right, bro. We got Fox Motor in the building, man. Thank you so much. D-Patch is now Xbox fighting a losing battle. Xbox combined with Windows gaming is amazing. Day one, Sony third-party money hack games on Xbox. Also access to a boring first-party games. And look,
that's right.
This is like, I wanted to say the icing on the cake, but actually the icing is like my favorite part of the cake because I really love sweets. So I would say, like, bro, like, honestly, what the excitement doesn't come from playing PlayStation games, bro. Sony PlayStation fanboys, they need to stop being so entitled, dude. The excitement comes because we're gonna be able to access different storefronts, which is gonna give us more access to games, which is going to give us better deals, which is going to save us money, which is going to, give us the freedom to pick and choose what store we can choose.
And let's not forget also that all those PlayStation fanboys and people on Twitter that are saying, oh, are you going to really be able to play GTA 6 day one on PC? The answer is yes. Because with this, you're going to buy it on Xbox. You're going to be able to play it on the handheld. When the PC eventually launches, you won't have to buy it a second time. You'll have the Steam version day one because that is what it is.
Yeah. We got Dave Reese singing the Kids Move song. Shout out to Kids Move. I got it on my PC, on my Xbox, Game Pass. He's singing, bro. Like the Xbox community is rolling right now. They happy. They happy as hell. I haven't seen that many Xbox dudes cry about this or be mad or being against it. Like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I haven't seen that many Xbox dudes being unhappy about this. I know a lot of people are like sort of, a little iffy. They don't understand. They counting on Microsoft dropping the ball with this one, right? They really underestimating Xbox. But I think that they're gonna do it, man. They gonna probably fuck up along the way, do something that we might be, oh shit, we don't like this and that. But that's part of the game, bro. You have to try new shit out and see how people react, and that's what they're doing. I think they're gonna be fine, bro. They're gonna be fine. Okay, Razer Ultron here saying Xbox and AMD are working together to create a gaming technology ecosystem. I like that. The way you put it.
Facts.
Yeah. I think that's more like what we want, right? We wanted to work together to give us an open ecosystem and freedom, bro. It's so underrated to be free. That's why a lot of people pick PC. It's not because of the frames, it's not because of the games. It's more about the freedom, being able to do whatever the hell you want, bro, and play the games any way you want. If you want to go ahead and lower your graphics to the point that your games look like Minecraft when it first came out, you can go ahead and do so. If you want to put
add path tracing, Minecraft mod packs that can run circles around Souls-like games,
bro. Minecraft right now, like if you add mods and shit, it looks crazy. Ray tracing, they have it all. They
even have path tracing.
Yeah.
Now you can't do that with a console version, the Bedrock version, but the Java version, the sky's the limit. It just takes more resources to run the Minecraft mod pack. So take that with a grain of salt.
Yep. Just reading some of these comments right here. Somebody interesting. We got Film Podcast here saying Xbox has enough top tier developers to implement the new tech they want. Any game from third parties that doesn't adopt the Xbox tech and then port to PlayStation is going to have games to look old. That look old, and that could happen too. Yeah, that could happen if they decide to build these games or develop these games based on the PlayStation 6 or PlayStation 5 architecture. When they go ahead and try to port these games to PC, or do they get like the PlayStation games are not gonna look the same? It's gonna be weird, right? It's gonna be weird. Right, Jack got your GTA 6 money ready because people gonna get it like crazy. Yeah, a lot of people are
I don't like
excited.
I never care for the GTA.
Yeah, Space Shot. You are the only one. Sorry to tell you about, boss. Space Shot saying Rockstar is going to learn some lessons with GTA 6. I hope so. And look, I want to highlight Borderlands. Y'all heard about Borderlands? The new thing is going to be $70. It's not going to be $80. And they're also listening to the community. I think Randy Pitchford got a little bit scared. He was like, "Oh shit!" I think he beat more than he could chew, and now he's feeling like, "Oh shit, how do I fix it?" So he's trying to do a bunch of shit to clean his image, and that's like putting Borderlands, the whole trilogy, on sale on Steam. He's been giving it away for free. He's been putting codes on Twitter like go claim Borderlands 3 and shit. And now they even added a mini map that people were complaining about, that everybody wanted a mini map. Please have a mini map, and they added it. So I mean,
see, I'm not the only one. Illegal Dad is also not hyped for GTA,
but it's also illegal, and I could call eyes on him for not being excited about GTA.
Oh my God.
Shout out to him. I'm illegal as well, bro. I'm as illegal as you, bro. Trust me. Okay, so a lot of GTA talk. Holy shit, you guys are excited about GTA. Holy shit, Jacob Novick saying Demo Flow Gaming Power Boss and Borderlands is $90 here in Europe. Oh shit.
And that's just the base version. That's not
That's the
including
base
the
version?
deluxe or the super deluxe.
But isn't that because of the exchange, the money exchange between the
Yeah.
dollar and the
For the most part, yeah.
euros?
Well,
Yeah.
actually, Chaos brought this up between him and Paris when they were looking at it. Apparently, in the UK, Borderlands actually is $80 or £80.
Holy crap.
Now, this was another game that they were looking up. I might be mistaken. It might be the Outer Worlds 2.
All right, so Jacob actually sent me the the link. But I check it out what you guys are quoting, or saying something so that we can talk about it. But yeah, man, what do you, any of you got any other bars about next generation? Are you excited? We can go ahead and do a wish list of the features that we want for next generation. What about you, Power Boss? What do you have anything that you really want to come back or to happen for the first time during the next gen of Xbox? I got a couple of things to say about that, but I kind of want to hear what you guys think. So maybe you even mention what I'm thinking about.
I want to see where they take the whole backwards compatibility for physical games.
Ooh, physical?
Because what physical games?
Okay, hold on. Here's what I think. Here's my prediction. Next generation of Xbox is gonna be digital, probably not physical. And here's why.
For new games coming out, yes.
I mean, would you be able, because I'm able to do it, to get a CD room and hook it up to my computer and still run games? Absolutely. But
there are emulators for that.
Right. But is it gonna happen like that? I think physical media is over, dude. I think it's
here's what I'm saying is, for people like me who do have and have been with Xbox since the OG and 360 era, who do have physical copies of games, I want to see something along the lines of, hey, if I pop in a disc somewhere, whether it's my PC,
maybe on your actual Xbox,
Series X, or my actual Xbox, record a license, because those games are going to be expensive as hell to get nowadays, right? Most of them. And if you don't, you can buy them digitally. But once you do that for the first time, or if they're already in your library, that it'll give you the license and you'll be able to take the disc and use it as a Frisbee.
Right. But what I'm trying to say,
digital library, and I want them to see it not tied to Game Pass.
Right. Of course, that would be terrible if they do. Okay, so I'm gonna say this though, because I did get my PC a couple of years back and it came without CD room.
Mine currently also does not.
Right. So all the PCs, all the builds that I'm seeing, they completely digital and they're doing just fine. Okay, so I think I remember back in the day when the Super Nintendo, Sega generations, and then moved from one generation to another, how shit didn't work. I think at some point shit won't be able to work
because
and we're gonna have to move on.
They mentioned that there's
not that I'm asking for it.
They mentioned
it's not that I'm asking.
They mentioned something about full backwards compatibility. So I want to see where they take it with the OG Xbox and 360 games.
But here's my thing.
It to the new thing.
But here's my thing. I don't believe that the backward compatibility that they're talking about is going to be physical backwards compatibility, because it's different. I think that they're going to talk about the things that you have in your digital library. Remember, they keep emphasizing digital libraries. And look, eventually, bro, you have to move on. PlayStation did it. They moved on from PlayStation 3, Xbox. Like, the only games that play on the PlayStation 5 are PlayStation 4 games. Like, with the CD.
It's all emulation.
That's it. So, I mean, I don't see why. I mean, not that I'm asking for it, I could give it shit. I went full digital years ago. I don't, but I know that you guys own CDs and virtual walls and all of that, and you want to be able to play your physical media.
I agree with you.
I would love for it to happen, but I just don't see.
Well, like I said, I agree with you. Forward. Everything moving forward is going to be full digital. I do fully expect that because of the whole Xbox Play Anywhere and cross-platform progression playing and all that. I'm just wondering what they're planning to do with the OG libraries.
Right.
The OG Xbox and the 360 physicals. If it's no longer feasible that either, hey, like the PlayStation 5, you have to buy a separate disk drive for the console, or if there's a version of the Xbox that when it comes out that has a disk drive in it, which is the only change that I can see them having,
right?
As far as like 2 different SKUs for when they come out, I want to see them say, okay, you physically own this game. It's in your library. Here's the license for it. Now you can get rid of the disc because now it's in your library digitally. You don't have to worry about physical media anymore. Go full digital.
Right. But I mean,
I'm just wondering how they're going to do it.
Yeah. What I'm trying to say is, like, let's not create false expectations.
Hey, you said wish list.
Or crazy expectations of that we go. Yeah, I know it's a wish list, but at the same time, you also gotta be like, okay, this is what we want, but now are they going to do it, right? Or does it even make sense to go beyond and do it?
The only other thing that I want to see is the Series S and X get updated to the new Xbox UI.
That's another thing that I want to do.
Yeah,
because based on what I currently have,
that's the big one for me too.
So here's what I think too. I do have a PC already, right? And I have an Xbox. I would like to continue to use the Xbox that I have, which I love very much. And if they continue to upgrade the UI, I won't need to buy the new Xbox because I already have capable hardware in my PC. And I'm not saying that other people won't buy it, but I'm saying in my situation, it just makes sense to keep my console and play my games, chilling right there until I'm able to afford the next one. If it makes sense for me, because at the end of the day, bro, like, we got to think about us. We cannot think about like, oh shit, I'm going to buy the new Xbox just because it's coming out. No, you got to think about your situation and see if it makes sense for you. Now, with that being said, I think is going to be successful in his own way. Okay. What about you, Archangel, bro? Do you have anything on your wish list that you wanted to make it into the next generation of Xbox?
For me, the big thing here is going to be that the operating system becomes truly an Xbox experience through and through, with all the cool features that come with having all the other stores. If they could make it so that they update their Surfaces, they update their Xboxes, they update all their handhelds, and it's all like one smooth ecosystem across, I think that'll be freaking amazing. Another thing I actually really want badly is for these guys to just go full balls to the walls with the Xbox app. Just turn the Xbox app into my Xbox so that when I go to it, I'm on my Xbox. And then give me the full experience, through cloud, whatever. Maybe even integrate Steam into the cloud club so that we could play, whatever we have in our Steam library in cloud. I have.
That's why I suggested that the Xbox PC app is going to go away and be changed over to this new Xbox UI, and it's basically going to function like Steam Big Picture mode.
Yeah. Like for me, when they say this is an Xbox and they show all these different machines, I'm thinking, okay, put apps that turn your whatever device into an Xbox, and then put Windows with Xbox across everything. Boom, this is an Xbox. Literally, that's what I'm like hoping they do, at least through software.
Yeah.
So I'm on your side, Powerball.
The aftermath. Look at that sad pony with the sad pony t-shirt. Aye. Well, I do want quick resume to return. I think that's a very.
I want to see the quick resume come to the handheld.
Yeah, I want it on the handheld as well. I think that'll be an extremely useful. I also wanted to come to PC. Can we make it happen to PC? On the PC, I mean, if it happens in the Xbox, it can definitely happen on my PC, which has a way better CPU, way better GPU, more memory, more everything. So it can happen. It's just a matter of how much can they optimize Windows to make it happen. So PS5 blue light up. Holy shit! Well, how boss decided to choose violence this morning.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, we killing shit, man. I just gotta say this, bro, for everybody watching now, man. Hit the like button. God damn it, you're already here. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, bro. We got about 40 people here watching, bro. It's awesome. And I want to say, bro, I'm excited for the future of Xbox. I'm excited for the next generation. I'm looking forward to see what new stuff they bring to the table, because that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for innovation. I'm looking for for a way in which they can make me have a better time playing games, make it easier for me to transition between devices, like playing on the go and keeping your same progress, stuff like that, which I think they will continue to brush up, right? They will continue to update and upgrade and make it better with time. And I do want to be a true open ecosystem. I want them to get rid of online playing for online, or having Xbox core for online. I wanted to get rid of that bullshit. Somebody mentioned it in the comment. I can't forget who you are, man. Shout out to you. uh they say that if they do that, it will get ahead of the competition like extremely fast. And I think that's the way to go. I think they should go ahead and get rid of online pay. That's like, in my opinion, this is like number one for me right now. I think that quick resume and the whole stuff, it could be more manageable, but get rid of paying for online, dude. That'll bring more people in. You would
Absolutely.
I
Like I
think
said, whichever one, PlayStation or Xbox, does it first, the other's going to follow shortly after, and it's going to boom the sub service.
it is gonna boom consoles too, because a lot of people simply don't fucking go to console because they have to pay for online.
Yeah.
So if they get rid of this, it'll be ultimately good for us consumer. And everything that we talk about here is from the consumer point of view. I don't want to hear nobody asking about how Xbox is gonna make money. About like, yeah, we don't give a shit about this here. At least not here on this channel. We're not financial analysts. You go ahead and follow Zubitech. Go ahead and you know what I mean. Follow all these like statistic people that just talk a bunch of shit out their ass because they really don't know shit. You
So I
know?
wanted to address Space Shot in the chat, talking about quick resume on PC as a challenging problem. No, it's not. Because all quick resume is virtual machines running on the desktop. You can right now, and you have been able to for years, go on a Macintosh computer and run a virtual machine of full-blown Windows. So quick resume is nothing new. It is new to consoles.
Yeah.
They just haven't implemented it on a regular for PC games to run the console version the same way. It is not that challenging.
It's not that challenging. I think the problem is are people or gamers really want to use quick resume on a PC? That is, you literally want to push to the limit to give you performance, and with these apps maybe running in the background or taking away some of your memory, some of the people won't like it. But for those who got like the i9 CPU or the latest Ryzen and fucking 4090s and shit and 64 gigabytes of RAM, those people won't care. It won't make a difference for them. So this is what it is. This is high-end gaming. This is what they're talking about. Okay.
Demo. All you'd have to do, in all honesty, for a virtual machine is what emulators have been doing for years. It's called the save state. And all they have to do is say, okay, either A, we're going to give you a definitive amount of time when a save state happens, and it's just implemented into the save file directly or a separate file that you can manipulate, or they're going to give you the option to specify how often the save states happen. And that's all the virtual machine will need to do. So that way, when the app is closed, when the game is closed, the resources aren't still being dedicated and allocated like on a console currently.
Yeah,
and that's all that takes.
And that's the one thing that Windows can definitely improve on. Killing shit that you're not using. Make it like, okay, I'm gaming right now. I don't need to have 10 Windows processes running. Like I don't need none of that. All I need to do is having all the the core stuff that needs to be running for the games to play to run, and that's it. I don't need nothing else. The rest of the stuff, if I want it, allow me to have the option to turn them on and off. And that's what everybody wants. Because it's a lot that's only on PCs that require, right, for you to be more careful about that. But when you're playing on a bigger PC or a better rig, like you don't have to worry about none of that shit. You can literally have, I have it all the time. I'm listening to a podcast. I have a stream open, whether it be on Twitch, YouTube, or whatever. I have it open here, and I'm playing games on the other side. Zero problems, zero stutter. Now, if I'm running something like StreamYard, yeah, that's gonna take a hit on my performance because
Well,
we're running
browser in general will.
exactly, or something like I have a editing program running in the background. That's gonna hurt. But if I have like a tab or something open, it's like whatever. It's not gonna do much. Now you have 70 tabs open. It might your performance might take a hit because like imagine that you like literally making your computer sweat. But
Depending on which each tab is, yeah.
play P Long theme song demo. I had no idea what's P Long theme song. He
I
always
know what
said
it
this.
is.
I don't know. Do you have it? If you
I don't have it, but I know what it is. It's Hollywood Hogan's NWO theme.
Oh, okay. Because I keep on playing DOA, but Pilom is not here. Shout out to him. Shout out to Pilom, bro. Is a it's a cool dude, man. Racer Ultra in the house. How will getting rid of subscription requirement make subscriptions increase? Please explain.
Having to pay for online.
Okay, Razor. I'm talking about not paying for online. Now, obviously, you're gonna have you're gonna still use the thing. So whatever you buy in their store, that's how they make their money. At the end of the day, I don't think we care that much about it. We care about having the freedom to say we wanna be subscribed or not. Like how they make their money or something, that's literally not our issue. I honestly don't really care about that.
Yeah, because there's like a lot of people that they cop the console and then they just want to jump into their free-to-play game and they don't want nothing to get in their way. They want that experience to be frictionless.
Yep, they just want to play Apex. That's it. They want to run it at 280 hertz. That's all they want to do. They don't give a shit about no Xbox Game Pass, man. So give the people that trust me. If you buy a microtransaction from any of these free-to-play games, some percentage of it is going to Microsoft as well. So they getting money either way. And just the fact that you bought the console, you already paying your way in. And you probably already probably I don't know if they're gonna make you pay for Windows. I have no idea if this is gonna be even a thing, right? Because you don't have to pay for Windows on PC, even though there's free options and whatnot. I recommend everybody to get a paid version of Windows if you don't want to go crazy later. But maybe that's all they do. They be like, okay, you know what? Like pay Windows once and that's it. You don't have to buy it again, just like it is in PC. And that's it. You use it for the rest of that could be another way.
And right now, Windows 11 is free. And
yeah, they do have promotions.
We're not going to see another Windows until they come out with 12 in probably the next 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, and the good thing about Windows is when you have a version, the next upgrade is free. You can just
Usually,
give it for free. So you don't have to worry about that. So yeah, I get what you're saying because a lot of people won't be subscribed to Game Pass, but really the content that they have. I was speaking about this yesterday with my friend because he found himself playing more in the PC than on the Xbox. And the thing is that he put the Xbox in the living room, and usually in the living room there's people visits his lady hangs out,
so he's forced to go onto his PC elsewhere. Yeah,
right. So he finds himself playing more on the PC, and he's like telling me like, bro, even though I'm playing on the PC, all I play is Xbox because I'm on Game Pass all the freaking time playing all these games. We're playing Rematch last night, we're playing FPC Fire Break. So think about it, guys. When it doesn't really matter. The Game Pass value proposition is so good that even though you got other stores like Steam, even though I have other stores like Steam, I'm still there checking Game Pass every week because they always got something coming. Not only that, this is a freedom that we're talking about. Who cares? Unsubscribe, bro.
They're dropping games every week.
Yeah, unsubscribe from Game Pass if you don't like the games this month. Subscribe later on if you like them. That's what I'm talking about. That's the freedom. You don't have to be dependent on Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? You can just like go ahead and unsubscribe. I don't like it. It is what it is. I don't like this month. And that's it. Play your games off of Steam, Epic, your backwards compatibility library, your library or whatever. You don't have to be, subscribed to Game Pass. So in my opinion, play smart. Save your money. If you don't like a game, Game Pass is fine. Unsubscribe. I don't give a shit, bro. I do it too if I have to. But it happens that every freaking week they add games that I want to check out and play because I'm the explorer type of game. I have games that I keep on rotation constantly. I would say Call of Duty, Apex Legends, Mortal Kombat. Those are game. Halo. Those are games that I play on the regular Gears. That I play on the
Our
regular, right? That are my main games that I like to play. But I like to explore and take breaks from games. I haven't played Apex Legends for months.
Speaking of Gears, doesn't the second beta this week start tonight?
It's live right now, I think.
Live right now? Okay.
I think so. Gears beta is open. It's open. Should be open. If it's not now, later today. And I can't wait to play some more. They did have some issues, right? Let's keep it real. They had some issues last week, and it's obviously a beta. I've never seen nobody do a review on a beta. But Drinker's guy, the only man on earth who made a review out of a beta, call it shit. I stopped watching where he said the Gears 1 was the fastest game in the series. I'm like, okay, next. They literally.
I will say this though. I will say this.
Crazy shit.
I will say this. The Gears. I don't know. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes, sir.
The Gears beta for. Yeah, there we go. My bad. The Gears 3 beta was fire. Like, if you was in the Gears 3 beta, you was having a good time. That was like one of the best betas ever.
Hey, Demo, you know what I'm about to do?
What?
I'm about to use my PlayStation 5 to hop on Gears tonight in that beta and show them what's up.
Go for it. My homeboy
hiding from me.
Shout out to him, shout out to him. Might be around here watching or something. Shout out to him who was like, bro, I'm gonna get the PlayStation 5 Pro, but I wanna like give it to you because I literally don't give a shit. So that you can spank some ponies in Gears. I'm like, no, man, like keep your PlayStation. I'm all good. I don't need that in my house. I mean, nothing against PlayStation. But I understand what he getting it for. He does like stuff like I don't know, God of War and stuff. He likes it, and he been wanting to upgrade. He been wanting to upgrade because honestly, he been telling me the PlayStation 5, the fat PlayStation 5 is shit. Like he literally he's like this sucks. So maybe the Pro, and yeah, he got it like that. So actually, I ain't tripping when you got it like that. You know what I'm saying? You're good. Understanding the house saying, nah, I just stay subbed up. If I have to sub one month and cancel the next, it's not worth subscribing to. Well, I'll say, okay, that's your opinion. I respect it, obviously, but I can't agree with that because I mean, Game Pass could have a good or bad month, right? And there might be something in there that you may not like. So, like I said, play wisely. Use your money wisely. If there's a month, like I'm gonna tell you right here, I love fucking Xbox. You know what I'm saying? I love the Xbox, ecosystem. I love their games, but they give me something that I don't like, I'm not gonna subscribe. I mean, just how it is. I don't have to support them in any freaking way. I play games because I want to play, not because But I get it. It doesn't bother you either because you're still playing games. I suppose that they are on Game Pass and you're playing it via Game Pass, and that's awesome, bro. But yeah, if they give me a bad month or something that I don't like, I won't subscribe.
Take me for example. I have Path of Exile 2. If for whatever reason I don't sub to Game Pass that month because they're not delivering anything, I've beaten everything that's out, and I have nothing on the Xbox that I currently want to play at the moment. And that's, not saying, playing with friends, cross-play, cross-platform, whatever. I have Path of Exile 2. I can take that same $20 that I would spend on Game Pass that particular month for Ultimate and put it into Path of Exile 2 buying stash tabs or getting a boost in a character or something when the next update
getting a skin or putting it towards a new game. Like
League of Legends. I play that. I think you said
you said something key back there, Proud Boss. You said, when you were done playing everything else. That's the key with Game Pass right there. There's
always something to play.
There's no way, bro. There is no way. Even if they have a bad month, even if they have a bad 2 months, there's no way. There's so many games you have. There's no way that you're done with them already. Like there's so many damn games.
For instance,
what you could do is you could still keep it. Yeah. Keep that shit and keep playing what you.
For me, Expedition 33 and Oblivion Remastered dropped.
Yeah.
I played the hell out of Expedition 33, and I love Oblivion, and I wanted to try the remaster. I haven't even tried that yet.
Yep. Because you're being caught up with all the games like the Altars, which you already finished.
Yep. It's a short game. It's pretty fun. I like
Yeah,
that.
but that's what I'm saying. They keep you fed, and that's the thing with Game Pass. Shout out to Archangel for that comment, and that's the key. They keep on adding stuff. It's so hard to let go, because you get hit by FOMO. Okay, I want to try FPC Firebreak, but I don't want to drop $40, and I honestly can't recommend FPC Firebreak for $40. I'm sorry, but the game still has a long way to go. It's fun, but it has a long way to go to be worth
I've heard
$40.
some people liking it and other people hating it.
No,
Shout out
I
to
don't
Red
hate it.
Chaos in the chat
Yeah.
he says he bought the Gears Reloaded beta on Steam, and it starts in 2 hours.
Oh shit! So yeah,
So-
B Money in the house saying Call of Duty World War II coming Game Pass on the 30.
Wasn't
Yeah, I
it
seen
the
the
worst Call of
announcement.
Duty?
No, I think Vanguard was. I think Vanguard.
Okay,
World War
fair
II was
enough.
good. Vanguard wasn't good. I didn't look. The ones that I didn't like was Ghost and Vanguard. Okay, but they put it on Game Pass. I
think I have Ghost and I never played it.
Go ahead and try. You never play
I
what?
played the shit out of Ghost.
I think I have Ghost, but I never played it because you know me. When it comes to Call of Duty games, I mostly play the zombies modes.
The Black Ops.
Yeah,
I got you. Well, I mean, Black Ops. They can. I mean, Ghost. The campaigns was pretty good. It was pretty
Even in
dope. I
Modern
actually
Warfare
enjoyed
3,
it.
I played the special ops modes where it was survive round waves.
Right.
I don't know why I like those games.
I don't know, Power Boss.
Yeah.
Did you finish the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 campaign?
No, I'm in the open world area. I gotta go back to it.
Shit, bro,
Yo, that
go
shit is crazy.
play that shit. Go crazy. It go
What
hard.
a trip.
I was about to play, here in the background, but then now that you haven't played, I won't. So
I'm in the open world. I'm in the open world.
Once you pass the open world, I think there's one like one or two missions that I like. One mission that is so, and then it picks up and it goes crazy. It gets crazy. Yeah, you're gonna like it. I know you're gonna like it. I'm not gonna say why, but I know you're gonna like it. Just do your homework. Fox Mulder in the building saying, Sarah heard all the narratives and misinformation these Sony worshippers were putting out. Sarah Bond then came out with an announcement breaking the pony's heart. Bro, that's facts, bro.
Bars.
A lot of people were coming out, right, and saying Xbox is out of the hardware, thing. Xbox is done with consoles. The next Xbox is not happening. All of that. And they were like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go out there and let this pony know what's up. And this is what happens. They actually had to say something, bro. PlayStation came to, right? And they had their business meeting and they announced that they're working on the PlayStation 6. Right? So what did Xbox do? This is the answer. Okay, you're working on the PlayStation 6. Good to know. We're working on the Xbox, the next Xbox with AMD. We have all these features. Because let's keep it real. During the business meeting, they didn't say nothing about the PlayStation 6. We are working on the PlayStation 6. That's it. No information on who they're working with. No information. What games are they gonna have? Nothing. Okay. Sarah Bone came out here and told you, like, we're working on the next Xbox. Not only that, we're working on everything Xbox, including a handheld. The handheld that everybody was saying that got, scratched, that got canceled. And they told you, bro, literally on an interview, we put it away to prioritize optimizing Windows for what's coming. And everybody took the bait of, oh yeah, they canceled it for good. Tom Waring, I think it was one of that came out and said it was canceled for good. Because I know Jess Corden, shout out to him, he unblocked me. I don't know how and why he blocked me, but then he'll block me. I don't know, maybe whatever. Shout out to him. And then
I still don't think it's canceled. I think it's just shelved for the time being.
Yeah, that's why Sarah Bone came out and said they're working on everything, all the consoles. And look, it had to be said to shut up these ponies, but they are still ponies out there running wild,
trying to say Xbox is dead when it's not.
Saying that this is I
think it goes to show that a lot of these dudes. I think it goes to show a lot of these dudes didn't actually understand the philosophy of Xbox in the first place.
And you also have to remember, even Jez Corden, he works for Windows Central. He doesn't work for Xbox. Tom Warren is a journalist from The Verge. He doesn't have any ties with Xbox. Even Destin, who, when he was working for IGN, he has no ties to Xbox directly. Okay? So anybody talking out their ass for or against. It is not an official announcement. So if Jez Corden heard something from one of his contacts, then he can only report on what he's saying. People like Tom Warren from The Verge saying what they said, unless he heard it directly from an Xbox contact, he doesn't know what he's saying. No offense to either of those guys, but at the same time, we don't know the official announcement. Sarah Bond came out with the official announcement.
Yep.
So I don't know what to tell you if you're still thinking that it's canceled and shelved and this, that, and the other. When they told you outright, they are still working on it.
Yeah, they're working on it, man. Hey, stop saying that Xbox is canceling this. Stop saying that Xbox is canceling that. Let's talk about Marathon. Like, what the hell just happened with Marathon? And when I say let's talk about Marathon, let's do a quick parenthesis here on the conversation. And let's just say that the future of Marathon is very, very bleak. It's looking thin, bro. It's looking thin. Okay, so we got Sony PlayStation coming out in the business meeting, putting all the games that they got this year. They got Ghost of Yotei and Marathon. That's all they have. Marathon is being delayed. What they got left? 2 minus 1 equals 1. Yeah, exactly. 1 fucking game a year. That's what you're getting from Sony PlayStation, right? Okay,
and if they stay true to that, then Marathon's is DOA.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this: they're putting all their eggs in one basket every year because they're chasing supposedly quality. We know the truth, bro. We know you ain't got shit.
They said at least one game. That's a tentpole title. They could still have 2, and they have at least 5 in the works that we know of that are first party.
Bro, what they're telling you is we're gonna have 1 worth game a year.
And they still have third parties.
And it's going to be overproduced as fuck.
Yeah, it's all going to be like Intergalactic and Concord, where it's ballooning budgets and way over budget, and it's not going to sell well because it's Xbox or PlayStation exclusive.
We got Adidas 20 with the 2. Salute.
Hey.
Yo, what's good, player? Good to have you around. Always so cool to have you, bro. Good to see you, man. Glad to know you're doing good, man. We got Zena here saying cancel Marathon. I don't know. Might be canceled. Might be they put it on ice. And look, it's just crazy that we get these Sony PlayStation fanboys out here trying to talk down on Xbox. And I'm gonna say this, man. It's not because I like Xbox. It's not that I hate PlayStation. This is the fucking truth, bro. Let's keep it real. We keep it here. If there's anything that we do here, is that we keep it real. We tell it like it is. When Xbox fucks up, we tell you we don't like it. When Sony PlayStation's fucking up, we tell you too. When Nintendo fucked up, we came out here and told you. You know what I'm saying? Now,
and if you remember when we were watching the Marathon trailer reveal that they showed, I said, hey, there's a few things that I'm concerned about for this game.
Yep.
It has a great premise combining 2 different types of genres, both being an extraction shooter and a team-based squad, whatever the hell they were trying to do with it. The only thing that I was worried about is, 1, how are they going to retain new players and get new players into it if they don't stick with it from the beginning? And then the third thing was the color palette. The color scheme was fine, but the color palette was all over the place. It looked like a vomit infested everywhere. It just didn't look appeasing.
Remember that scary movie scene? The guy with the hand whipping on everybody's soup. Everybody start throwing up. That's exactly what it looked like. Boy,
and let's also not forget that the official PlayStation, what was it? The investors call that they had. They listed Bungie as a first-party title.
Yes, sir.
So I'm fully thinking that Bungie is fully absorbed into PlayStation. If not now, then extremely soon.
Well, they already came out saying officially that Bungie is officially part of PlayStation Studios. They already came out and say. I think it was Zubitech. I mean, y'all take Zubitech's word for
I don't trust him as far as I can throw him.
Bro, I know, but Sony PlayStation fanboys believe every rumor, so believe that. How you guys pick and choose the rumors that you want to believe? So I'm telling you.
No.
Yeah.
I listen to every rumor that I come across. However,
no, but I'm talking about PlayStation fanboys, not you.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about them. Next generation of Xbox rumor, Xbox handheld rumor. They don't want to believe none of that.
Right.
Okay, Xbox is dead. Oh shit, yeah, there's a rumor that Xbox won't be making it to the next generation. Oh shit, we choose to believe that.
And even though it's in front of their face, they say, "Oh, this isn't an Xbox," when literally the whole campaign last year was, "Hey, everything's an Xbox."
Yeah, last year everything is on Xbox. My PlayStation's on Xbox, and now an Xbox, right? Like certified product by Xbox is not an Xbox. So
Right.
I mean, it's hard to please your ponies, man. It's hard. Holy
The only
shit.
thing that'll appease them is if Xbox actually does, in fact, exit the hardware business.
Yeah, we got Safo in the house. He's saying I'm on a different mind of this. I mean, on this Marathon needs to release into beta right now. I think Marathon should have been released into free to play stay, right? And I'm glad that they didn't, because imagine if they had released the game with all these assets in there already, it would have been
they
even
would get
bigger
sued
of a
if that was the
mess.
case.
Yeah, it would have been bigger of a mess. So I'm glad that they had the beta. But yeah, I agree with this. Release the game in early access, make it free to play, talk to the community, get with them. That's the only way I see forward for Bungie on fixing Marathon, guys. You know, if they don't do it this way, it's gonna flop. I promise you. It's hard. It doesn't make any sense. You got a fan base whose focus is on PvE, and you are giving it PvP, that a very hardcore PvP per se. So yeah.
Hey, Demo, you know who I haven't seen in the chat today?
Who?
You know who I haven't seen in the chat today?
Oh, the ponies?
TJ.
Yeah.
Where's he hiding?
Yeah, the ponies are like, bro, literally.
He lost his library.
And if he hasn't yet, he is going to soon. PS6. Not going to play PS5 games, nor the handheld.
Yeah, bro.
I just watched King David on that one for the PS
Xbox,
handheld leaks.
Somebody saying Zubitech sources. Holy shit, bro. They're going crazy, man. And we're having such a great time because everything is exciting here on the green side, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And
you know what? If PlayStation actually had something worth being excited about, even if it was exclusive, we would talk about it in a positive light.
In a positive way. So this is what I'm gonna, because now I know we're gonna use about 10 minutes to discuss this, but this is one question that keep rising and keep going around in my head, and going like this, like as if it was wall bouncing in my head, right? Gears Reloaded. How is Sony PlayStation going to respond to Xbox next generation having multiple storefronts, more accessibility, backwards compatibility, and also even more power? Because I mean, let's keep it real, PCs are gonna be turned into Xbox when the new OS drops. So I kind of want to hear from you, and I'm gonna start with Archangel. I want to hear, bro, how do you think Sony PlayStation can counter? I mean, how can they counter, and also what you think they will do? Because one thing is what we can think.
This is crazy.
But go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. For it.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, it's a crazy proposition, because when you start talking about how they got like this, what was it, this independent Steam OS, it's entirely possible that we could be talking about Steam coming to PlayStation, but what will it bring with it if everything is Windows? This is the thing that people don't understand. I don't know if there's a whole lot of options for PlayStation to go down, because when you think about it, they have one option. They could double down on exclusivity and just go old school exclusivity, hard body, no more, we're not porting it to PC ever again, close the ecosystem. We're not, using PC to survive anymore. And we can see what the business looks like there. It might make PlayStation a bigger mess. They might not even be thinking of that. And they could go completely like, hey, we're going to make a lot more, PC games, including the fact that it might wind up on, the Xboxes. Oh, well,
wow.
They could probably tell people straight up, hey, it is what it is. And then, hey, it could be the competitive waters could be pretty tough. And we could be talking about a smaller PlayStation base in the future, with Xbox being able to literally play everything. So it's like there's really only two options for them. You either join the NWO or you stand against it.
Wow. Okay, that's a very, very in-depth analysis. I like it. I like it. What about you, Power Buzz? You got anything
Saying what can PlayStation do to combat the
to
Xbox future?
counter? Yeah, to counter what the Xbox is doing right now.
I see it one of three ways. So the
right.
first way is they don't do anything. They keep on their road and strategy like everybody's saying they are. And their financial investors call, take it at face value, and that's exactly what they're doing. And they keep releasing games on the PlayStation exclusive for a time, however long the time is. And then when they bring it to PC, Xbox will have it too. And they're going to learn out the hard way just how many people are actually going to stay in their ecosystem. Or even so, buying their games on PC. The second instance is they go day and date. They see the money. They're doing it with the China Hero Project. They've committed to it, at least in that aspect, plus their live service and multiplayer games. And I don't think they're going to leave that money on the table when it comes to their single-player games, because Lost Soul aside, it's a China Hero Project. And just like all the rest of the China Hero projects, it's coming to PC day and date. And they're not going to want to leave that money on the table. Okay? And it's going to hurt their sales in the long run if they don't go day and date, especially with the way Xbox is doing it. Now, they're not going to make as much money because everybody's going to be buying it or waiting to buy it on the Steam version, so that way they can play it either on their PC or on Xbox. They're not going to go and jump out of their way for getting a PlayStation.
Able to get a lot of control on the map.
At the same time, the PlayStation is going to get smaller because the games are running poorly. Even FF16, when it launched on the PlayStation, was buggy and broken as hell that had to require a patch. And while it's a stable 60 FPS on the Xbox, the PlayStation launch version, I think, is what the Xbox got outside of that. So it's no surprise that that's selling badly. The third option is they double down on exclusivity. They keep trying to money hat. And if it's longer than a year, they're going to miss out on tons of sales that nobody's going to care about. They're going to sell exactly what they're selling now. And Xbox is going to run them over. Because without PC day and date or quicker porting to PC, the last instance was Spider-Man 2, which took 6 months. Or was it 9 months? Something like that. That they're going to be leaving so much money on the table because by the time it comes out, if it's not day and date, everybody's going to have seen it on YouTube. They're going to watch the cutscenes. They're going to watch all the analysis. And unless they are still truly committed to buying it, because, like the new Digimon Time Stranger that's coming out, it's the third in the series. If they bought it on the older PlayStation and they are excited for this new Digimon game, like I know everybody is, I'm one of them, Gara's one of them, and that's just 2 people. How big do you think that community fan base is? It sold a lot.
Yeah.
But then you come and you look at the PC market, it's going to be the first time that this is going to be on the Xbox.
Right.
And what I'm worried about personally, okay, I've got both Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory. Okay. The key for those games on the PlayStation for me, because it was delayed on the PC port, is by playing it on my PlayStation, you beat the game, you flag your game, and when you go to the next game in the series, you get the entire Digidex, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, okay. So it's sort of like, it's like Mass Effect, like what they did, your progress transfer.
The dot hack series. So for getting this on the PlayStation, that's a benefit for PlayStation players.
Of course.
I don't know if the PC has it unless you have the complete edition, which I know is out there, which is both games in one. But the first 2 games aren't on Xbox. So Xbox players, unless those first 2 games are released at some point, are going to have a gimped third version of the game, even though it may be the best place to play it.
Right.
Which means you're starting fresh. So that's another way of looking at it.
Right. So yeah, PlayStation with the exclusivity, they might have still some people buying it, but how many of them are actually gonna like leave this freedom PlayStation will become like, okay, the extra thing that you get, but not the main thing. It becomes sort of like it will fall back into a second plane. That's just the way I see it. But shout out to Day Reason with the two, man. PlayStation can come back. Shit, you either get down or get laid down. Holy shit! Okay, that was a good one. Shout out to
Now, the last thing I want to point out is Phil
yeah.
Spencer did say, one of his last interviews, they're going to let the hardware do the talking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next year's the 25th anniversary of Xbox. I think that they're going to reveal it, but not launch it for the next console. Okay, and along those lines, we're going to see exactly how powerful this is going to be. I'm sure there's going to be spec leaks and things. We're going to go over them when it comes out. We'll see everything as it comes. And then you have the PlayStation side of things, okay? We know what Xbox is doing, putting games everywhere, doing everything, fine. But if the PS6, if it does launch like everybody's still hoping that it's going to, then I'm going to say it better have some killer CPU, killer GPU, killer memory, bandwidth, RAM over the Xbox Series or whatever this new Xbox is going to be, because otherwise they're not going to have anything new to offer because of Xbox offering Steam, GOG, Epic, plus the PlayStation storefront games, when they come to Steam.
Yeah.
And there's not going to be much that's going to be offered on the PlayStation other than exclusivity for a year, when you're going to be able to play it on your Xbox and PC whenever it does eventually hit PC at better graphics and fidelity than the PS6 will ever give you.
Straight up. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so shout out to you guys for this. And I had to agree with you, Buzz, but I also had to agree with Archangel. And then he did say, like, what in the fuck are they gonna do? Like, how
they
can
literally
they
can't
innovate? Right? They don't own Windows. They're gonna have to go see Microsoft and be like, oh shit, I know you put in Steam and all of that on Xbox. How are you doing it so that I can do it as well? Now, is Microsoft and Xbox gonna give them the secret sauce and continue to use them that way? I think
it could be tied into the Project Amethyst.
Yeah, the proposition value, that Microsoft gives you with all these storefronts is in my opinion undeniable, and it's something even I would say attractive to even PC players, right? Because they get to, maybe they don't have to upgrade their PC, and this is people who make more sense to get this than a new graphics card, and anything can happen, and maybe for content creators too, with this CPU being like this and everything, it'll be even easier for you to stream, make your content straight out from your Xbox. That'll be crazy.
Thing about the whole, you can't build a PC for less than the price of a PS5 or PS5 Pro. You know what's even more funny about that? If people already have a PC, like me, you, Archangel, if we have a PC and we're already playing decently amount of games, and say Doom came out and it forced ray tracing, and you're sitting on last gen, a 1050 card, and you need to upgrade, you can get just the GPU that's needed to outperform the PS5 and the PS5 Pro without spending that amount of money, unless you want to go well beyond what the PS5 and PS5 Pro is capable of, and you're not spending on a whole brand new PC.
Exactly.
And that's, I think, a key point that every PlayStation fanboy is missing when they're trying to say, oh, you can't build a PC for less than the amount of money. Dude, you have a PC. Upgrading the PC, what you can't do on a console, is so much easier and cheaper than buying a whole brand new console. You're not buying a new PC every single time.
Right. And this opens another question now that, rises from what you say right now. Is this new Xbox going to be upgradable some way, somehow?
Ooh.
Right?
I know the hard drive is, because that's nothing new.
Yeah. But can you, if you want more power, Oh, you want more, better graphics, stuff like that. Can you upgrade it? And that'll
Well, I know
open
you can't
more
with the
options for
handheld.
people. No, with the handheld, it's not gonna happen. I'm talking about the actual console.
Well, no.
The
With the handheld, you
actual-
can because you can get the external dock stations.
Right. I heard about the external dock
They're
stations, and I heard
usually very
about
expensive, though.
the fact that you can get a GPU installed in there,
Yeah.
external GPU as well. But that's not necessary. That's overkill. That's a waste of money.
It is overkill.
That's what I
But
heard.
it can be done.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the actual console itself being upgradable, I'm actually starting to wonder about that too, considering what the AMD Lisa Su presented, saying that they have a whole slew of lineup of hardware, accessories, and peripherals. And Sarah Bond's statement where they're making things out. So it sounds like there is going to be something removable that you can upgrade the internal hardware of your console, other than just the hard drive.
So could it be like the SSD? I think the SSD will probably be like, they'll probably move to standard SSDs, maybe away from Seagate, which I believe it will be like a great call. Seagate, it's a fucking mess. You can only get like a couple of different brands. It's like so annoying and it's so expensive.
I would like to see the next Xbox console on a wish list for having a USB port being able to be utilized or some specific connection utilized for a multi physical SSD external, where you can plug in multiple SSD external hard drives to it as if it was an internal. Because there are already casings out there that can turn an internal GP or an internal hard drive into an external hard drive.
So that'll be the next step, and I do agree with that. And if they can do that for PCs as well, it'll be great too.
That's especially great considering how big the game files are. Look at Call of Duty. How big is that? Like 300 gigs?
It's terrible. Yeah, it's.
I mean,
I do have one crazy thing that I want to ask for.
Okay, let's get it.
Crazy, right?
I like crazy.
Let me as a Game Pass Ultimate subscriber choose which cloud machine I boot into when I boot into my Xbox. Let me run that cloud machine the second I'm booting into my Xbox.
Ooh, okay.
So you're talking about dual booting?
Interesting.
Yeah. Is that what you're getting at?
I think so.
Yeah, like how they got those cloud services where you get to pick your machine. Let me through Game Pass select. Yeah, let me through Game Pass select like an alternative cloud machine to run my Game Pass games on.
Okay,
and maybe
so
even give me some cloud processing
capabilities. Yeah. So what Archangel says is that he wants this to be a true open ecosystem and allow you to have more freedom on the devices you play and what devices you can sync to.
Okay,
am I correct?
That.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's dope,
yeah,
bro.
like
and
because on one of the cloud services, I don't remember the name. You mentioned it before on the channel. You could, I think it was GeForce Now, where you could choose which cloud machine you want to run and pay for that service. So give me that option on the.
That's one of them, yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's good. And
through Game Pass, you feel me? Through
Game
Pass.
Through
Roll it into Game Pass, yeah.
a lot more widgets, right? And a lot more features with Rise as we get into this. But it's important to say it, what we want, because I know my channel's small, nobody gives a shit. But they do be listening to, what I'm saying, to what we say. So this is important for you. Instead of saying opponents are crying or Xbox this and Xbox that, just ask, post on Twitter and all that shit. Okay, these features that I want, boom, that way they can see it. This is what they want. We can work on it and make it, like more accessible and make people happy, because you don't say it, it's not gonna happen. If you don't ask for this, it's not gonna happen. They're not gonna give you features like that if you don't ask for them. You know what I'm saying? You cannot assume that they know everything that we want. You gotta say it out loud. You gotta demand it. All right, so we got
speaking into the universe.
Yes, we got
if you don't
Nunja.
bring it up, then you're not gonna know.
Right, Nunja in the house saying, "I believe they will have an upgradable RAM. That could be another thing." Yeah, that'll be cool. Kill Walker saying, "Shout out to Kill Walker, man. Salute to you, man. He said if the new consoles has USB 4 ports, then it can also use an external GPU. Remember, Microsoft is trying to push full turnable compat for USB 4 ports. All right, that's interesting. Well, I think Xbox is gonna give you all the options. Now, can they still improve and along the way and try to give you as we interact with them and ask for stuff and they get feedback, can they improve right the stuff? I would love to go and see personally the next generation of Xbox and see how it works, and also like tell them like, listen, like, yeah, for real, we need this. Y'all need to be working on this, and give my feedback. I would love, I'm not sending, send me a new Xbox or something, send me the Xbox, but I do want to fucking see it. And if you're a content creator or somebody with a big following, and one of those people who get flown out to these events, please, I mean, all I'm asking for is keep it real, bro. Given the proper feedback so they can give us what we need, man, as gamers. I mean, that's literally all I gotta say. But yeah, man, it's been a great show, man. This has been so much fun. We spent a whole hour speaking about the next generation of Xbox, so I could tell that the excitement is here, right? Everybody's excited for the new generation that we thought, well, according to Sony ponies, that we're never gonna have, but it's happening, guys. Next generation of Xbox is here. The future is now, bro. So what are we waiting for? Get to gaming, man. It's gonna be an amazing weekend of gaming. We got so many games to play this weekend. It's crazy. Starting off with the beta of Gears of War Reloaded. We also got FBC 5 Break. The Outers, FIFA got added into Game Pass. We also got Rematch, which I tried and I had a great time last night, except for the few times that some people were literally like digging around and not covering the goal and get like moving away from the goal, like doing goofy stuff. But yeah, some of the people got on the mic and were like, "Oh, I'm sorry, this is my first match." I'm like, "Bro, what the fuck? Like, don't ruin the match." But yeah, we were having a great, amazing time talking about games, playing about games, covering games, talking about the next generation of Xbox. Now, I mean, that's all I gotta say. We are having a great time. Call of Duty and Game Pass is coming too, as well. World War II. So check that out when it releases. I think it's the last day of the month or something. It's gonna be fire. And I can't wait to see how the community reacts to that Call of Duty, right? Which is kind of old school, being thrown back into the mix. And I wonder if servers are gonna see a rise in players, and is Call of Duty World War II will come back as another popular Call of Duty game. I think this is great, and I think that we're good, man. This summer is awesome. It's awesome summer. Come on, bro. You can't complain. We got Wu Chang. That one, we got Grounded 2 coming. I know you're excited for that.
And let's not forget, DS2 launches what, today?
Oh, Death Stranding 2 is launching as well. There you go, bro.
Plus
we
the
got
summer
shit
dresses
to play.
are coming out.
That too. Then we got Gamescom. Then Tokyo Game Show. And
That's right.
Game Awards. The whole year is covered, bro. We got games all over. All over until the end. So stick around with the channel, man. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Power Boss, what's going on with you, man? Let everybody know what you've been doing and where they can find you.
Well, I just finished playing The Alters 2, having so much fun on that. Gone back to Power World a little bit. I'm always on my Magic the Gathering arena. I'm going around in every channel like I always am, saying hi to everybody and keeping things in line as much as I can. I'm only one person, but I try. After the show today and I take out some trash and do some dishes, I'm going to be hopping on either Power World or Dune. Later this evening, I've got one of my favorite mod packs is finally releasing after like 5 years for their version number 2. So I'm looking at hopping on that for a newer version and seeing where that takes me. And either tonight or tomorrow, we got Salt Shaker's crew and having fun with them while they're playing. Supposedly they're playing Splatoon 3, but I wouldn't toss that. But also, we got Alex tomorrow night, and between all of that, we'll see where the things take us. I'm trying to get a guild together of everybody who wants to play Doom.
I'm down to play Doom. I've been playing. Let's get it.
It's awesome, especially when you play with a lot of people. And the end game is all PvP.
Woo! Let's get it. Let's get it. I can't wait to get into the PvP. But shout out to Archangel Nexus as well, pressing here this afternoon now, right? Because we transition from the morning to the afternoon. But thank you so much for coming through, bro. Talk your shit. Let everybody know what you've been doing, man.
Yo, I'm chilling, man. I've been playing the Altars. The game is fire. I love it. I'm actually safe stuck in it, so I gotta go back a little bit. But I got a video this afternoon coming up that I've been working on for weeks, and it's finally gonna be uploaded. So you can come to my channel and check that joint out. And once in a while, I'm gonna be streaming on Twitch here and there. And other than that, you can check me out right here on the Demo Flow Gaming Show.
Let's get it. Archangel Nexus, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and check his channel out, bro. Archangel, drop a link in there, bro. Let me see. I get a link. Let me drop a link in there. Go ahead and follow him, bro. Hold up. Because I do have.
If you just type something in chat, then you can just go to it real quick.
Yeah. It's something in the chat, Archangel. Goddamn.
Let's see if I get that link.
No, just say hi in the chat, and I'll take care of it.
I got you.
Dale. And yeah, guys, I mean, go ahead and follow Archangel. He drops content very regularly. He's a true gamer, bro. He has a lot of knowledge, when it comes to gaming. You can see him playing retro games a lot. He plays a lot of PlayStation 2, Xbox 360 games as well. Even further down, I've seen you playing some crazy shit, man. But yeah, man.
Go all the way back to Neo Geo.
Yeah. I seen you. Shout out to everybody, bro, who came through. I see you, Jewel, BB Money, man, Cole Classic Cage. We got Dave Reese, Adidas, Ninja, Kill Walker, Space Shot, Safo, man. All of you. I can't, bro, Jacob. It's way too many of you. So I'm blessed. That you guys showed up today to stream, man. I can't wait to see you next week when we come back with the Demo Flow Gaming Show. So y'all already know the deal. I got a new video. Go check it out. It's right here on the channel. If you like to see, follow the content and see what I've been doing, it's your boy Demo Flow checking out. Yo, Chico boy. Yo, Chico. This it. Dale. Hey, go crazy, man. Shout out to the whole Xbox community. Shout out to the whole gaming community. Sony, PlayStation, Nintendo, Luna, whatever the hell you play, bro. We got you. Demo Flow Gaming. They say Black Ops Season Game Pass, yo. ABK be killing it. We so happy playing. The fanboys be hating it. Ponies be so cynical. They rather pay the 70. They pay for PS Plus. That makes no sense to me. Xbox got no games. That's why they keep on telling me. Conquer DOA, I be green like a celery. You playing console sales, me and you are not the same. Shout out to the gamers that just care about the games. I got the Vault Edition, I can wait for Master Chief. Slide canceling on nuke, only movement is a shit. The quick scoping is back, the sniper clips be dope. You bought that PS Pro, cause somehow you gotta cope. For begging is your style, so keep bombing the reviews. All these Sony podcasts, they be scrambling for news. Xbox dead again, yeah, they do it for the click. Xbox be their fetish like a picture or some feet. Xbox is so bad, you need a PS5. AK on the box, but it was all a lie. 60 FPS, but it's a blurry mess. The pizza is the pizza, but Sony is the best. Xbox is so bad, you need a PS5. AK on the box, but it was all a lie. 60 FPS, but it's a blurry mess. The pizza is the pizza, but Sony is the best. I'm putting belt to ass, spanking ponies like the strippers. The saying FSR can't copy with the pizza. The 47-inch trash, I should throw away my ready to buy a PS Pro, but I'd rather cut my dick. It ain't no way in hell that I'm gonna switch to Sony. $70 for the game, and I have to deal with ponies. PS Plus is ass, they don't even do they want. I gotta keep it real, ain't no need to be a fan. All all the games copy, zero multiplayer. Sony PlayStation is designed for the player. $700 for an extra couple pixels, but can't do no 4K. For that you need the pixel. Xbox is so bad, you need a PS5. AK on the box, but it was all a lie. 60 FPS, but it's a blurry mess. The pixel is the pixel, but Sony is the best.